to the other example here. Technological innovation plays a huge role in fueling the evolution of online gaming. In this one, we have an example of present simple. So we use the present simple to talk about truths, about facts of our daily life, about things we do with frequency, about our routines. For example, I drive to the city council. City council is a place called Câmara Municipal in Portuguese, okay? I drive to the city council every morning. And if I want to make a negative sentence from this one, I say, I do not drive, or I don't drive. You drive to Matão every week. In the negative form, you use the auxiliary verb with the particle not. So when you don't use verb to be, you have to use an auxiliary verb. In the case of present simple tense, we use do and not. Okay? So you drive to Matão every week. You don't drive to Matão every week. And then you have examples of interrogative questions. Do I drive to the city council? Do you drive to Matão? And here, with the verb work, we have this this change here. Joe is he. Joe works. So we have the S sound in the end of the verb. Why do I call it an S sound? It has an S sound, but sometimes you have to put more letters to write the word with this S sound, okay? We are going to see it here in the example with study. We study English together, okay? When we use we don't need the S sound, only for he, she, and it. She studies math at school, okay? So you drop the Y and you put I, E, and S to make the S sound. So it's a little bit different than this situation here that you only put an S. So you pay attention to that. When you have the S sound and the different letters, the auxiliary verb, which is do in the present simple, turns into does not turns into doesn't, or do turns into does in the question, and then you drop the S from the main verb. So here we have the main verb work without the S, because we already have the auxiliary verb with the S sound. So you only put it once, one time in the sentence. Okay, this is very important. And here, another important thing, do. Do can also be a main verb, not only an auxiliary verb. So the students do the homework after the class. I do many things in the morning. I don't do. Here we have do as a main verb, and here we have do as an auxiliary verb. You don't drop the auxiliary verb only because you are using do as a main verb. So pay attention to that. Here, look at the question. What do you do in the morning? So you also pay attention to that, okay? So the students do the homework after the class. The students don't do the homework after the class. Do they do the homework? Their homework after class. Some more examples to you. The bar opens at 7 p.m. I don't need to use only a personal pronoun to indicate a subject in a sentence. Here the subject is the bar. The bar equals to it. Okay, so the bar doesn't open at 7 p.m. Does the bar open at 7 p.m.? Bob Dylan plays the guitar very well. He doesn't play the drums. Does he sing? as well as he plays the harmonica? These are good questions about Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan is a good folk and rock singer. I strongly suggest that you listen to this guy. It's a good one. We study English together. We don't study English together. Do we study anything, any language together? I believe so. I believe English. She studies math at school. She doesn't study Portuguese at school. What else does she study at school? This is a complete truth. My father eats barbecue on Sundays. He doesn't like to eat. Doesn't enjoy salad, eating salad. Does your father make a good barbecue too? Dear friends equals to they. Dear friends drink lots of beer in parties on holidays. They don't drink vodka. Do they drink soda? I don't think so. Okay, so here you have a whole overview on the present simple tense too. It's important that you know about that, and you will have reference exercises. Here we have a link for a grammar. Okay, so you access this link and you will see a PDF. Okay, you will have all these documents for you during your class. So I'm opening. And here we have the grammar, okay? So when you start on page 15, you have, okay, page 13 has a presentation of present continuous. You already know about that. You can review this, okay? But unit 2 in page 15 of the PDF file has an overview of the present simple. So you can have a look here. We have the exercises. In this case, the exercises, unfortunately, are already complete, but you can remake them while you study, you know. It can be helpful. So you can access information on the present simple here. You will find information about the verb to be and the other verbs, okay? And let me have a look here in the index. There is another thing important. Relative clauses. There is and there are. Where is it? Okay. I don't think you will find it in this book exactly, but I will find it to you and I'll put a reference to you. Yeah, let's go back to the lesson here. There are 2 points that we are going to work on the next class, but you can start researching it, okay? Which are, so here we have an example. Some are already beginning to take shape. It's an example of present continuous where you can find in the unit 1 of the grammar there. You can study and analyze this part of the text. In here, there is often confusion between commonly used terms such as online gaming and esports, okay? So you have to study here. Study. There is and there are. So we still don't have material in the grammar here right now about this topic, but you can, you are smart students. I believe you can find this on internet and understand this part and other parts of the text. This is all a support for you to read the text and understand it very well, okay? And in this case here, in the end, in just a few short decades, the world of online gaming has exploded in popularity. So here we have present perfect. It's an important tense for us to focus our attention in the action more than in the time, and focus our attention in an open time, a time that is not completed. The action is completed, but the time has always a relation to now, okay? This is only a short support for you to read the text. The important is reading the text and understanding this, okay? So in the grammar here, we have contents on present perfect. Let's see, where is it? Present unit 13. So let's go to unit 13. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, here. Present perfect. Present perfect. Okay, so present perfect 1. I think you can start studying this one, present perfect 1. I have done on page 25. So here you have a lot of information on what is the present perfect and how you can use it to talk about actions and unfinished times. You can have a look on unit 8 if you want, okay? It has more perspective of the time expressions that we can use, and the situations where you can use the present perfect, and you have exercises to do here, okay? So take your time, study, do the exercises, and after that, you will have a better understanding of these things in the text. So with all these resources, you are going to be completely able to understand the text here, and you are going to be completely able to answer these questions here on exercise 3 and proceed in the end to exercise 4, which is the most important one. Yeah, I've been preparing you for this exercise, so please do it. Yeah. Write a composition. Oh, sorry, it's too dark. Yeah. So write a composition about the online gaming ecosystem and the particularities of the e-sporting. Give your personal opinion and perspective on games, tournaments, and opportunities, and talk about the trends on esports and gaming. So when you write this composition, you write this text about online gaming, I will be able to evaluate how you are organizing your ideas. And we are going to use this composition. So you write this composition in a paper or preferably in a document and send me the link so that I can analyze it. And by analyzing it, I'm going to see how to which extent we need to organize your ideas and texts or not. Okay, so men, women, guys, girls, boys, girls, my friends, my students, my loved students. That's it for tonight. It's a whole lot of resources that you have to research. So take your time. You have the whole week until our next class to do everything. I really believe that you can do it. Okay, so let's do it. Take it away. Bye-bye.